Peace. Peace, family. You say, yeah. You said, are you okay? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. I don't know if you've been watching me or not, but I'm cool. I'm surviving. I'm about to get into it a little bit in this live. Appreciate you checking in. Thank you. Thank you. Just documenting my journey, you know. the should be like glitching the people in here. It's weird. I appreciate the roses. Appreciate the gifts. I really appreciate it, for real. Thank you. Man, there's a lot I want to talk about in this live. First of all, I just want to get into what I've been going through lately, you know. It's been rough. If y'all been paying attention, it's been rough on my end. I really have been on the edge of life and death. You know, I've really I've been going through some deep triggers and stuff like that from people in my life. And you know, what are triggers? They're just things you need to learn about yourself, you know. But I'm just working through it all, and it's been pretty dark, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here, bro. You know, I'm built for this shit. You know what I mean? I'm built for this. You real as fuck. I love the messages I've connected on, the energy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Again, I appreciate your support as well in this live. But yeah, bro, like there was a I'm not even getting into all of it, like, you know what I'm saying, but I remember like the other night I was really like in a despair sort of state, and I was on the verge of like death. Like I was dead ass. Like I had, if y'all saw my story post, right? I said that I had a life review. I tuned into my own life review, and I did. I remember going. It was like 11 p.m. I just went for a walk outside, and then I went to like this playground at the school to just sit there and reflect, just on some random shit. And it's like my life flashed before my eyes, and I started going through all my experiences and the lessons I learned, the things that I ran from and didn't embody and learn in this life. And it was like beautiful and dark at the same time, you know. But I made peace with death. I made peace with death. But yeah, I just remember sitting there on the bench for a while, you know, just reflecting on everything that I've been through my whole life, bro, from childhood to now, you know. And I just remember in that moment I was okay with dying. Like I made peace with dying. Feel me? And I just felt the presence of my higher self and, you know, other energies as well with me in those moments. And it was a very divine, very sacred moment, you You know, some might argue like, bro, what are you talking about? You know, you in some dark shit right now. But just what I've been through, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I've been so strong for so long, and you know, someone can only carry so much for so long internally. Um, and I just started thinking about death. It's like, what if I transition right now? Like, what if I died like right now, bro? Feel me? And like, um, I just made peace with death, but at the same time, you know, there was sort of like a higher force um, that came over me and just you know, spread so much love, and you know, I just started giving myself so much love and compassion for the things that I've carried and you know withstood in this lifetime. You know, um, and it's kind of what kept me going in the moment, if I'm being honest. Um, because right then and there, I was ready to die, bro. Right then and there, I was ready to die. Like I had made complete peace with it, bro. If I had died, I would have been completely fine with it, you know. And I already know that this realm, bro, you know, this physical life, we don't actually die, bro. We are eternal beings. We are. Most people don't know this. Most people, you know what I'm saying, dismiss this kind of stuff. But we are eternal. We don't really die. We are the soul. We are the consciousness. And once this vessel, you know, dies, we move on to whatever realm, whatever experience is next for us. And that's period. That's facts. You feel me? But I just wanted to share that because again, the reason for my platform and making the videos I do, like I'm just documenting my spiritual journey, bro. The things I deal with internally, my experiences, bro. And you know, hopefully people can relate to it because I know so many other people are on this journey, you know what I mean? But I just had to share that because I mean death, like that's a very interesting topic. It's a very intriguing topic. You know, it's death is very divine. It's very sacred. And death isn't death again. It's just a transition, physical death when you leave the body. Okay. And then you die multiple times in one life, in this life. We're talking about ego deaths now. Okay. We're talking about ego deaths. Right. And this could be triggered through losing a loved one. This can be triggered through a plant medicine experience. This could be triggered through anything like trauma, any sort of like, you know, interface with God. You know what I mean? That can trigger a whole ego death, bro. And you can die multiple times and rebirth multiple times, which is why, right? Like me personally, bro, like I can't really judge anyone for real. And even if I do, like I try to check myself, you know, because we aren't perfect, you know, we're gonna judge people, but you know, like, you know, people get triggered when certain people change up, they switch up, right? They're different. They're not the version of they're not, you know, they say something, do something, they start behaving or whatever it is, like in a different way from whatever that person's used to. So that version of themselves or of that person in their head is being challenged. You know what I mean? And then they get triggered by it. They're like, bro, why you switching up? Why you talking like this right now, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like they just be like, and it's just evolution, bro. We're here to evolve. Why the fuck would you stay the same, bro? Why would you stay the same, my nigga? Why? We're here to evolve. Period. Point blank, period. You feel me? And you know, it can be triggering to see people you love, people that you're attached to, change. You know what I mean? And you might even get triggered by it. You might start judging them, but really they're just evolving into a better version of themselves. Or they might be in your eyes regressing when really they're just going on a detour in their journey, in their path, right? Going through something they need to learn, right? But I kind of just went everywhere in that. But I wanted to share my experience, what I went through that other night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did make peace with death, for real. And I'm still here though, Had my whole life review and everything, but I'm still here. And I'm gonna keep going. Next topic I wanted to talk about, because there's several things I want to touch on tonight. I want to kind of transition into like how part of me just can't give up no matter what. Okay. And again, I'm sure you guys have seen the things I've posted and everything. And many of you have been around for a while, have witnessed my journey kind of. But no matter what adversity that I go through, no matter what the odds are, no matter how much in like a low vibrational state I'm in, you feel me? No matter what's going on, no matter how much in despair I am, no matter how much I want to fucking slit my throat, you know what I'm saying? No matter what is going on, bro, I still like something in me just can't. Like, it just like, this is like soul, bro. Like, this, something in me just fucking can't give up, bro. It just fucking can't, my nigga. And I don't know why exactly, but cause like every time I go through like these stages of where I want to give up, and then something in me like just can't, right? It's like I struggle understanding why. It's like, why, bro? Why? Like, I've tried everything, I've reflected so deeply, gone so deep within myself. I've reflected on what life is, and I've gone through different initiations and these different cycles and stuff, and it's just like, what is it leading to? You know what I mean? Like what is all of this building up to, really? What is it really building up to, for real? Like, I just don't understand it logically on an intellectual level, you feel me? But I've always said, if you've been watching me, I've always said I felt called to something higher, bro. Always. And I've had very, 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 like, deep experiences when it comes to awakening to different versions and fractals of myself. And bro, like, the potential, it's just crazy. It's like just the paradox of life, and like even like just life being full of so many ironies and just like contradictions, you know what I mean? Like, you just feel like a god, but at the same time, like, you get humbled every day and you feel like you're nothing, you know what I mean? But it's like, how powerful you are, but every day you feel weak as fuck, or you feel like you're not capable. You go through all these emotions and stuff. It's crazy, bro. And just back to my point that I was making, like, I still can't give up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't. I'm built for this shit, gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm a galactic warrior, bro. On some real shit. And much more than that, bro. Way more than that. And, I was watching the show, The OA, the other night, right? And I don't know why this came to me just now, but it came to me. But I was watching the Netflix show, the OA, and Prairie, the main character, she said something like, to Hap, she said, um, angels are those who get, like, they're, I don't remember what the quote exactly was, but she said something about how angels are just so pure, and they get, when they incarnate in this world, bro, they get crushed into just compressed by the density and just everything that comes with it, bro. Being here, the heaviness of this world, the evil, the darkness of this world, they just fucking get their asses beat, you know what I mean? But really, they're just so pure, so fucking pure, bro. That shit, when I saw that scene, bro, that shit hit me deep. Like, I almost got emotional, real shit. I was like, damn. Y'all gotta watch that show, by the way. That's a lot of multidimensional truth in that show. But um, yeah, man, I'm not here. I'm not finna give up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna find a way. Believe that. Believe that. It's just who I am, bro. This is straight Asta energy from Black Clover. You know what I'm saying? My magic is never giving up, bro. That's my magic. That is my magic, bro. But yeah, I just had to share that, y'all. I'm just flowing right now, y'all. I'm just flowing. How y'all doing tonight? I did not expect the live to go in this direction, if I'm being honest. I did not expect the live to go in this direction, but um yeah, there's just certain things, like I was getting downloads and stuff the past few minutes before I got on here, and I was like, you know what, let me just go live, let me just go live, let me just, speak my truth. But um something else that I've been going through, right, or at least reflecting on, like, this is more of like an internal thing, was that I've started questioning everything. I've started questioning literally everything. And because I've been deep in the spiritual, like, listen, I've been in so many spiritual communities, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I've reflected on different philosophies, and I've just been I've witnessed and watched a lot of it. You feel me? And um, so I've gotten a taste of, what everyone is tuning into and what everyone believes in and everything. But, just the different perspectives. But, like, I'm just sitting here now, bro, and I'm just like, is reality really just what we make it? And that might be triggering for others to hear. That might be triggering for others to hear. But, like, is reality really just what we make it? That's not to neglect others, people's experiences and beliefs. But based off what I've been observing and stuff from people and how this crazy realm is, you know what I mean? It's like me personally, bro, like I have been talking about how we are under spiritual warfare and, you know, everyone is under a spell. And there are very dark forces controlling this planet, interdimensional forces that have been guiding they've been controlling everything, influencing how people think and feel, right? But it's like, I don't want to give in too much to like the spiritual warfare shit, because it's like, am I opening myself up to it? You know, by engaging in that energy. Like, man, I was deep in like the chelantic science. Like I was looking into for about like almost 2 years now. I was, you know, researching Ashiana Dean's work and the stuff she brought in, and it's just so much information, bro. It's a lot of information. I resonated with it deeply, and I was just fucking like deep in that shit reading. But then it's like what happened to Ashiana Dean, what happened with chelantic science and everything she brought through was just like, I don't know, bro. Like I just be questioning everything, like. But at the same time, like that information was so specific. It was so specific and so like, it was a lot, right? So it's like, what brought, like, you know, she says the Guardian Alliance brought it through, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'm just at a point now where I just be questioning everything, just given how the current state of this planet right now, you know, it's still chaotic as fuck, bro. And it's gotten more and more and more and more and more and more and more intense as each year that goes by. You know what I mean? So like I hate, like I was never someone to like I don't fuck with new age spirituality anymore. Like I'm not into that shit. Definitely don't fuck with religion. But just more so like cosmic law and shit, like the law, for example, the law of mentalism, everything is mind, right? It's like if we focus on certain things, if we believe in certain things, if we engage with certain energies and different whatever, bro, like, are we inviting it in? Like, are we creating that for ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, listen, I've had interface with different beings. You know what I'm saying? I've had interface with different beings. Different, again, like, you know, versions of myself in different dimensions. And many other people have as well. Many other people have as well, bro. They've had interface with different beings, the Lyrans, the Anunnaki. They've had reptilians, bro. I've you know, had interface with the reptilians. You feel me? And it's just like, it feels it's realer than this reality. That's for damn sure. You feel me? Like, it's the astral and the quantum. You know, all those realms are realer than this realm. At least they feel more real. You know. Appreciate you joining. Melanated Goddess, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. I talked about so much already, but I'm just flowing tonight. Bunch of topics. But yeah, I've what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I've had interface with different beings and stuff. But it's like, if I'm focusing on that, bro, and if I truly believe that, like, I'm being spiritually attacked, right? And like, am I opening myself up to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just be questioning everything now. Because, like, people who aren't that deep in the spiritual stuff, right? people who aren't into the occult and these things, like they and like they may have like a good mindset, they're living a healthy lifestyle, right? It's like they're immune to this shit because they're so mentally, like, you know what I mean, like they take care of themselves. They have control over their mind. They're conscious of what they focus on. They're conscious of their actions, right? And it's just like, okay, if I sit here and I'm saying like, you know, the reptilians or the grays are spiritually attacking me right now, I can feel it. Maybe you're inviting that in, bro, just by you acknowledging that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to say it's not real, but maybe it's a realm that that's like, that you're literally accessing based off like your free will. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to open yourself up to that. You don't. And bro, like, I've heard all kinds of people's experiences, bro. Believe me. I've heard all kinds of people's experiences with these beings, bro. I just heard, you know, I've been watching this guy for like a few weeks, a few months, right? And he was constantly talking about like the different councils he's had interface with, the Elohim, the Elohi, you know, these different like light councils, the Galactic Federation, all these light councils, right? And he's had to interface with them every day, right? And I'm like, damn, like, I want to meet my cosmic family. I want to meet my guides. I want to talk to these beings. You know what I mean? Where are they? I want to talk to them. You feel me? But like, it's just so, like, I'm starting to, again, just question everything because, like, it really is all mind. Like, whatever we focus on, whatever we believe, like, we are opening ourselves up to these realms. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are literally opening, again, not to say that these beings aren't real, but, like, because they are. I've literally had an interface with them, again. I've had an interface with the reptilians. I've had an interface with different beings. However, like, if you believe you are being spiritually attacked all the time and you are in this like paranoid sort of state. I used to believe I was gang stalked by the government, bro. I used to believe so much shit, and it literally started happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just think that our free will and our attention, our focus is literally opening ourselves up to these realms. You know what I mean? So if you focus on whatever the fuck you want to focus on, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, whatever the fuck you want to do, bro, you want to be a millionaire, you want to be like have that Mamba mentality, Kobe Bryant shit, manifest anything you want, you feel me? Be immune to these beings, bro. Nothing fucks with you, right? Then you can do that. You can live your fucking life, bro, however the fuck you want to live. You feel what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm starting to, again, I just had this shift kind of tonight. I'm just thinking about, like, really the law of mentalism. I might really start focusing more on cosmic law, the law of mentalism, law of cause and effect, and these different things, because that's how this reality is governed. Okay? Hey, yo, Ani, what's up? I didn't even realize you were in here. What's up? It's like they say, energy flows where focus goes. Yeah. And again, like, I'm not even saying these beings are real, bro. Like, I know, if I'm being honest, I know I got Lyran spirit guides. I know I got Syrian, all kinds of different beings, bro, who are protecting me. Cosmic ancestors. You feel me? I've connected with them. And again, I've connected with my higher selves in different dimensions and layers of this universal time matrix. Okay? That shit is real as fuck. But again, we are here in this body, and our mind, bro, is our fucking tool. You know what I'm saying? Our focus and attention, our awareness is key. Like, we must be very mindful of what we're allowing in. We must. So if I'm I say I'm being attacked by some reptilian or some gray or some insectoid, whatever the fuck there's so many beings, bro. If you are constantly focusing on that, you are literally opening your field to invite them in. You know what I'm saying? Because they are real and you're giving them access. So you got to focus, redirect your energy. Right. And I just went fucking off right there. Again, I already touched on so much tonight, but because I'm just flowing, man. Like I'm just in that God state right now. But yeah, man, it's been crazy, a crazy few weeks, months. Like there's a lot that I've tapped into. Again, obviously, just reaching each side of the spectrum, like of reality, just the highs, the lows, everything, going through a crazy journey. Having a life review, bro. I had my fucking life review the other night. I made peace with death, ready to die right then and there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that's going on right now, bro. It's a lot that's going on, and I don't know who's still watching and everything, but yeah, it's been crazy. But basically, like my whole perspective has been shifting. Like really, this is all about mind, and like whatever we focus on, right? Whatever we focus on, whatever we are, wherever our attention is, we are inviting these energies that are in coherence, in alignment with that, to us. Again, going back to the spiritual warfare thing. That is why this realm is so chaotic. That's why there's billions of people on this planet living their own individual reality right now. Literally. Greetings, Noni. I'm flowing tonight. You missed a lot. But I was just sitting, bro. Like I was just sitting there, bro, a few minutes before I got on this live, and I'm like, damn, is this really like, are we creating our reality, bro, based off our beliefs and what we focus on? You know what I'm saying? And I hate to question that and believe that, bro. But based off what I've observed, it's like, I don't know. It seems like the truth to me. It's given the chaos and just all the different perspectives from different people on this planet, everything that's going on this planet. And it even goes to, let's get even deeper, right? This even goes into like time jumping, quantum shifting, right? You know, people in the spiritual community, they talk about how, and it's pretty well known at this point. I mean, there's movies about it, of course, but like just the multiverse and parallel realities, right? And, you know, I've given this a little bit of thought. Again, it's just kind of theory, but like all this like new earth stuff, right? We're shifting to a new earth. We're shifting to 5D earth, shifting to a different parallel reality. All this stuff, like, what if it's true? Like, what if we are, like, based off our choices and what we decide to focus on consistently, on a consistent basis? What if it is shifting us in and out of different realities? Like, right? Like, what if, let's say, for example, the reality we're in, like, it's about to be World War III. It's about to be some sort of apocalypse, right? It's about to be the end of the world. The more and the more, again, based off our frequency and based off what we're focusing on, the more we're engaging with these energies, you know, the wars going on in this world right now, all the news, the political stuff, warring with each other, warring with ourselves. This shit gets deep, bro. I'm telling you how deep it goes. It goes like internal, all the way to the internal. Everything we focus on, bro. if we're warring with ourselves and we're focusing on other people warring with each other, and like it's just constant war frequencies, like being indulged, like just pushed in your field, bro, and in your subconscious mind, right? And you know, what if we're literally in a reality we don't mean to be in? Like, what if we're, because of all that, like we're shifting into realities where this actually happens, where World War III happens, where an apocalypse happens, versus if you would have just went more inward, stop warring with yourself, heal yourself, focus on creating, focus on abundance, focus on love, oneness with all, you know, raising the vibration of this planet. If you were to focus on that and really just tune out of the bullshit for real, like just tune out of all that shit, right? If you were to do that, what if you slowly shifted into a different earth where that actually happened? Like, how do you not know right now that you're shifting in and out of parallel realities based on your thoughts, your actions, your focus and attention? You know what I'm saying? What if this is really what's going on? You know, someone you know right now, your mom, your brother, your whoever, bro, your friend. What if that person you knew and who you were a year ago, 2 years ago, when you were talking to them, what if, you know, that reality, what if both of your souls, your consciousness shifted to different realities, but instead it went to a different reality? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if, based off your choices, what if like that version of you a year ago or two years ago decided to make different choices? You know what I mean? And this goes deep into the multiverse and everything, bro. I'm telling you. And that's why people have these experiences in meditation and ceremony, plant medicine ceremony, where they actually communicate with other versions of themselves. Literally. Their future self, their whatever, bro. Their past self, their you know, went from childhood. A version of themselves where they made one different choice in the past that literally went to a whole different realm or a different reality. What if it really is that deep, y'all? Again, just theory, not claiming to state facts, but man, I'm going off tonight. But y'all feel what I'm saying though? Like, man, what if it really is about our focus and attention? You feel me? Like, man, I used to getting more into like the spiritual communities and stuff I've been in the past. It's like, you know, I was deep in the Black conscious community a few years ago, you know, spiritual leaders in that community and following certain people. And I had many experiences. I've gotten readings and stuff on, you know, aspects of myself, and you know, just went through all of it. And then I remember a few years later shifted on to other communities and like, again, like the Keylontic science with Ashiana Dean and just these different perspectives, bro, you know. And I've just learned so much, and there's like, I've seen literally the divinity and the truth in everything. Like, I don't know. I've seen the truth and divinity in everything. And I'm at a point now, it's just like, okay. I mean, I just take what resonates the most from everything I've been engaged in and learned, and just trust yourself and just follow your heart. Trust your intuition. You feel me? And stop externalizing your power. Stop attaching to one philosophy or one whatever, bro. You know what I mean? There is truth in everything if you pay close enough attention to it. And distortion. So be mindful of that. Have discernment. But yeah, bro, if you really can take the higher seat and observe everything from like a higher perspective, okay, Okay, now I see this for what it is. I see this for what it is. I see this for what it is. Okay, let me extract the truth from these things. You know what I'm saying? And just move on. You know, just embody. And it's really been hard for me to even like speak on this now and accept it, because it's just like I've been someone who was attached to certain things like so much, bro. Like I was so attached to certain beliefs and stuff. Like it's hard to accept, like, what if this really is all mind? Like, what if this really is all, like, I don't know. Because I just see the truth and the distortion in everything. Everything. And again, like, all these people bringing in all these different teachings and stuff. And there's been many people who have, you know, tried to apply these teachings. Right? But again, look at the state of the world. I don't know, man. I just be questioning shit right now. But I appreciate y'all joining, man. Again, I'm just flowing tonight. You feel me? But I think I'm gonna actually post this on YouTube. But yeah, just wanted to share my experiences and stuff. Something else I wanted to get into real quick was a little bit about my journey and where I'm really at right now. So I've been someone who like really was like deep in the research and trying to find the truth in everything, and I was intellectualizing everything, right? And then even on an even deeper level, tapping into like my soul aspects and these different things, right? But it's like my body, my nervous system was not ready for that shit. Like this whole nervous system regulation and like how the nervous system is the key, that is true, bro. Like if you're gonna ground any of these spiritual or cosmic energies in the flesh, you have to get your nervous system on point, bro. You gotta heal it, make it stronger, regulate it, you know, from overload. This is the key here. The body, listen, this is why the body is just as important as the spirit and the soul. Like, if you're gonna be here, bro, like you can't be floating, like you can't be not in your body. You know what I'm saying? You can't not be in your body. And this is what I've been going through, bro. This is what I've been struggling with. Like I've been so ungrounded and like so in spiritual psychosis. You know what I mean? Many people are. This is a problem in this community, bro. People don't even realize it, that they're not grounded. And you can see it in their energy if you actually pay attention. They're not even here, bro. Like they're like, you can just look to their eyes, bro, and see that shit. And if there is gonna be change on this planet, if you know, we want to bring in this new earth, we all have to regulate ourselves, bro. And we're gonna have to like, we have to be the bridge. We have to be the bridge. We can't just be all day. We can't just do these things and detach from the physical. That's why, bro, I've been thinking about this today too a little bit. It's like, if you are in a position, like if you know, or if you do work for the government, or if you are in just some higher position on this planet and you're tuned into this knowledge, if you're watching this right now, right? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're in one of the best positions, bro, to change this fucking world. Real shit. Real shit. If you're watching this right now, if you are tapped into this kind of wisdom, bro, and you are in a like these higher positions when it comes to society, what are you are in such a powerful position to change this world, bro. I don't care. Not anyone who's going out of body all the time and they're like, oh, I contacted my Lyran family, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, and they're just like talking to these beings all day. Like, if you actually want to change this world, bro, like, you gotta be grounded. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta integrate, okay? And you gotta apply this shit on a physical level. You feel me? And that's just the truth. But yeah, that's something I was struggling with again. That was something I was struggling with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just in a phase now where it's like I just have to regulate my nervous system. I just have to actually come back to earth again. You know? And that's when everything's gonna come, you know, flow and unfold and come into place, come into alignment. You feel me? But yeah, yo, I just had to share all this. I'm gonna definitely post this on YouTube because this was some like divine shit that I was saying, bro. Nigga, I was in a flow state for real. But yeah, I think I might get off here. I don't know, but yeah, I appreciate anyone who joined, anyone who's who benefit from the things I said. I just again wanted to share my experiences. I just wanted to just speak my mind and just the downloads and shit and insight I get every day. You know what I'm saying? They just keep coming. They just keep coming and coming and coming. I got a journal for real. But yeah, y'all, I love you. Again, thanks for watching.